Disclaimer before we start out the video, I'm running a monthly giveaway of a free gift card of your choice. All you have to do is leave a like in the video down below, specify to like, and also comment down below you've liked the video so I can check your YouTube channel to check your like playlist to see if my videos specified to like are in that playlist, and then also in the same comment down below what you like gift card wise, whether it's PSN, Amazon, iTunes, or even Xbox, whatever you guys would want, maybe even Steam. Comment that down below in the same comment, and that's all you've got to do. Good luck. Yo, what is going on guys, my name's A Friendly Machine, and today guys I've got you another Infinite Warfare top 5 back on the channel. Today what we're going to be going over is the top 5 best perks to use throughout the entirety of Infinite Warfare's multiplayer in the first, second and third perk tier. So if you're going to enjoy today's video or want to be entered into the giveaway at the end of the month, which ends tomorrow, make sure you slap a like on the video down below. If you enjoy the video, just want to support me in the channel, but if you want to be entered into the giveaway, you need to comment down below that you've liked the video and also what gift card you'd like to win tomorrow. And also, if you are new to the channel, subscribe around here for more daily Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare remastered content, and also a lot more top 5s to do with this year's Call of Duty. And with that being said, in the number 5 spot for this list we have Blast Shield. Now Blast Shield, as you guys know, is basically Flak Jacket or any perk in any other Call of Duty that reduces the explosive damage that it does to you yourself. So basically you are more resistant to dying from these explosive grenades, the lethals, not the tacticals. I mean, I guess the tacticals as well if you get them thrown direct impact, but you guys get what I mean. You are more resistant to explosives and you are less likely to die. Although they may weaken you and you may get shot, it won't be the explosive that's taking a toll on you dying on a particular streak or just dying overall. Say for a fact, if you're jumping in the air out of the way of the grenade and you think, if you don't have Blast Shield, wow, I shouldn't have died there, half of the time it's because you didn't have Blast Shield and you were too close to the radius of the blast when that actually went off near you, and then that entailed you dying. But with Blast Shield, it only does one thing, and it's a very useful perk in Infinite Warfare because you see a lot of noobs running around throwing their lethals in order to get a cheeky kill or something like that, because they are very powerful in this game, especially the secret grenades. They're absolutely just, they drive me freaking insane. Whose idea at fucking Infinity Ward or whoever developed the game or whatever, who actually thought, put their hand up in the office and thought, hey, you know, it'd be a good idea since everybody hated IEDs and, you know, everybody didn't like bouncing Betties and stuff like that, let's add a grenade that goes along the floor like a Betty but actually heat seeks you or follows you until it blows up. It's very annoying at the same time of the fact it's very easy to dodge, so it's very inconvenient in terms of if you want to shoot someone. So that's why I think Blast Shield is very deserving of this number 5 spot in the top 5 best perks in Infinite Warfare. Blast Shield. Coming in at the number 4 spot we have the perk Marksman. Now Marksman, I would definitely not have put in the number 4 spot if it didn't do two things and also had the ability to be not countered by Hardwired. As you guys know, Pinpoint is a very useful new introduced perk in Infinite Warfare, however it can be countered by Hardwired. It's a shame really because it highlights the enemies especially useful on maps like Frontier. Say for a fact there's a lot of the same colour, meaning just white everywhere, and there's a lot of confusion on that map. Say for a fact there's enemies when you kill them floating up to the roof, and if you shoot them they won't turn red with a red outline. However, enemies shooting you and you shooting them, if they're alive, will have the red glowing outline, which makes them very noticeable to spot. Although Marksman does a similar thing, it does the same thing it did in Modern Warfare 3, but also does something else. So if you don't know what it did in Modern Warfare 3, it highlights their gamer tag or nameplate above them in a bigger format than it usually would do if you're looking at them or near them, and that's a very, very useful thing, so you know and can confirm there's an enemy there for definite as it can't be countered. And despite just doing that in itself, which is a very useful perk to have, it also acts as a mini toughness in a sense, especially for the sniper rifles in this game due to the movement system. I think that is especially kind of making people use and stray towards sniper rifles, but also actually contributes towards other weapons as it describes in its perk description right here that I'll be showing you guys for all of these perks in this top 5, and that's definitely why it deserves the number 4 spot Marksman. Breaking the midpoint position for this top 5, in the number 3 spot we have Blind Eye. Now Blind Eye does exactly what it's meant to, like it does in other Call of Duties, makes us undetectable to certain score streaks, and those score streaks are as mentioned or shown on the screen in the perk description: the Vulture, the Ward and the Shock Sentry, the RC8 and the Micro Turret. This is very useful because not so much in the beta, I think it's people have turned a blind eye to Blind Eye, because in the beta the score streaks were very weak, but now they've been buffed, and stuff like the Warden is very hard to dodge if you don't have Blind Eye and you go outside and you can actually see the Warden in itself in the sky. So that's why this is in the number 3 spot, a very useful perk for the perk 1 tier. The second second best perk in the perk 1 tier, also in my opinion, Blind Eye. So in the number 2 spot we have Scavenger. Now Scavenger is actually in the perk 2 tier, so Scavenger also just does exactly the same as what it does in other Call of Duties, or maybe even less, because I know Scavenger Pro in games like Modern Warfare 2 and 3 started us out with that extra ammo, also replenishing it as well as a factor for the perk in itself. However, it only does the picking up of ammo, scavenging for ammo, hence the name Scavenger within Infinite Warfare, so it only resupplies the ammo over certain dead bodies. As a lot of the time I find where I'm running over bodies but I'm not picking up scavenger packs, but it also alerts you on screen with a little icon, a vulture icon or whatever you want to call it, when you actually do pick up the ammo, the blue box of the enemy when they've fallen and obviously died. And it's very useful in this game because I find a lot of the time when you're going on a deatomizer streak that you need a lot of ammo to start with, because if you go on these streaks and you run out of ammo in a tricky situation, bearing in mind you need to get all 25 kills with that same gun in one life, it can be very, very frustrating if you die due to ammo running out, or in a certain gunfight where you maybe run out of ammo, you can't reload, or you've got limited ammo left in the last clip in your gun. So that's why it's in the number 2 spot. A very needed perk in Infinite Warfare in my opinion, as you don't get a lot of ammo overall, which is a very weird factor even with extending mags. Scavenger. So that leaves us with the number 1 spot, the best perk, or most useful perk, or most needed perk in Infinite Warfare, which is Ghost in the first perk tier, making us undetectable to UAVs, radar pings and relays all in one perk, which is definitely a very useful thing considering everybody seems to be running UAV in this game, and if you're not, then you seem to be the guy who's singled out on the minimap or just overall in the game that you're particularly playing and slaughtered multiple times. So this perk actually benefits everybody, whether you want to get high KD, you're staying off the radar, you're making yourself less visible to the enemy. It just benefits every aspect of going for a deatomizer strike, doing the exact same thing I just mentioned, high overall score streaks, exact same thing as I just mentioned. And if you want to get used to the game, since you unlock this at such an early rank, which is rank 18 out of the 55 ranks, and it keeps you off the radar constantly, it's not just when you're moving like in Black Ops 2 or something like that, it's a very overpowered perk, not only in terms of the rank you unlock it and just simply keeping you off the radar, but it constantly keeps you off the radar, pings and relays within Infinite Warfare for as long as you apply this perk or have it on, and it cannot be countered, which is why a lot of people are using it, which is why it may seem overpowered, which is why a lot of people think it's also the best and most useful perk within Infinite Warfare's ranking system throughout 1 to 55 overall. Thank you for watching today's video. If you want to leave a like in the video to support me in the channel or enter the giveaway, make sure you like the video, and if you want to enter the giveaway, make sure you comment down below that you've liked the video and also what gift card you like as it ends in a day tomorrow, and I'll see you guys then. Peace out.